Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. I have no clue right now which show I will title this, but I can definitely assure you I'm back, ready for this video. Let's do this. Now, the other two videos that I had filmed on this subject, I was not wearing this. I was wearing one of my blue dress shirts, but today I'm wearing this today. So I filmed that video probably Sunday or Saturday. Pretty sure Sunday, and today's Tuesday, so. No, actually, I filmed it Monday. I filmed it Monday last night, but I wanted to go deeper into it. I guess a tad bit deeper into a full video. So here we go. So one of the top things I had discussed, other than two playlists, two albums, that is, that's on this YouTube channel currently being constructed, is I discussed the matter of I want to call it the Crucible metaphor, and the reason I want to call it the Crucible metaphor is because it kind of compares to what, to this line, this really lasting line towards like the last 10-15 minutes of the movie that we watched in English class. It goes back to that. For everybody in St. John's or Florida or anywhere countrywide or worldwide who has watched the movie The Crucible, which was pretty much based upon old Puritan days, old Puritan times. And I don't remember which town it was, but it's a town. It was a town, if it's not still one, up in Connecticut. And I don't know which specific town, but I know it was based upon Puritan beliefs and Puritan traditions and other stuff like that. So here's how it goes. Every day I have if you were to ask me, I'm gonna put Taylor Swift's name in there because she has an album titled Reputation that I listened to the entire... No, I did not listen to the entire thing. I listened to half of it. I haven't listened to the entire thing, but I am a Taylor Swift fan, and she is awesome. So, I have a Taylor Swift reputation in which every day I am fighting for, I live for, I die with, and I try what I can to keep it as clean and overall spotless as I positively God first can every day. Because, like I say, I want to represent myself, my school, my family, my, everything I do on this channel with my YouTube. I want to represent my music. I want to represent a lot of things, especially, again, being I want to say a new school leader to the next generation. I want to be the best role model and mentor, big brother I can to them with everything that I God first do. So, what that melts down to, or concludes to, or adds on to, whichever word you want to use there when it comes to The Crucible, is how, towards the end, if anybody watched the movie The Crucible, they would know it was, I don't know the dude's last name, but I know his first name was John, and he specifically was talking about how when it comes to, the town hall was trying to get him to, the town hall, the judge, all people, they were trying to get him to confess to witchcraft in the movie. They was like, you confess to witchcraft and then you'll be free. When it comes to the death penalty. Because that's what they were trying to force at that point, was the death penalty on everybody who would not admit to it. So, and trust me, when it comes to old Puritan times of what type of situation they were in, it is almost a somewhat lose-lose situation to a certain degree, But I guess when you're talking about eternal afterlife and knowing truly who Jesus Christ is and who God is and staying truthful to roots and Bible beliefs and so forth and so forth, it's kind of not a lose-lose situation. You're kind of going out similar to I wouldn't say similar. I'm not even going to say similar, but you're definitely going out in an honorable way to where you're not going to purposely lie on a piece of paper confessing to witchcraft just so you can live on that earth, knowing that, hey, especially after how, sinless they, once they prided themselves on being, so forth and so forth. And please forgive me if anybody is already offended with anything I've already said or disagrees completely with, their takeaways from The Crucible. But I remember specifically watching that movie twice. I watched it this year and 2 years ago. So I remember watching it definitely. And towards the end of The Crucible, it was John. He had signed his name on the paper confessing to witchcraft. John Proctor, that's his name, John Proctor. He had, John Proctor. He had signed the paper confessing to to witchcraft to at first I guess so he could be free with Elizabeth and continuously raise their two, three children together, four children, something like that together. So he had confessed originally to it, and what ended up happening was, they wanted to nail it to the church. Danforth and whoever else, they wanted to nail his confession to the church. And he was like, wait a minute, nuh-uh, you can't do that, because this is my name, and I'll never get another one again. And it was like pride, honor, integrity, and his family's name too. When it comes to what his kids are going to have to grow up knowing that, hey, our dad confessed to this, and so forth and so forth, and, so on and so on. So at first he signed it so he could be free with Elizabeth, and then he was like, wait a minute, you guys want to nail this to the church? Like, that's my name, I never get another one, So then, with how many other people, he ended up, getting hung. And there's so many human flaws or multiple human flaws within that story. It's amazing, honestly. It is amazing. Again, God bless everybody. Wish everybody the best with Jesus Christ's salvation and their relationship with Jesus. But I'm definitely going to say, if you read that story and definitely watch the movie as well, there's definitely multiple flaws within it when it comes to some of their flawed nature. There's definitely some. But but ultimately he did what he had to do, and you definitely have to overall applaud him for it, because instead of lying on a piece of paper saying saying yes to him being seen with the devil, I think it was seen with it was something that had to do either witchcraft, being a witch, seen with the devil, something like that John Proctor had originally confessed to with with signing his name on the paper, and then when he realized they wanted to nail it to the church, he was like, It was something like that, and like I say, at the end, it's like saying, he decided to die with, and he went out and he went into one of the best ways to ever go out. By the way, this is also parallel to one of my songs titled "Watch Out" on this channel. By the way, I released that sometime last year, part of March of Madness, but it's similar to the "Watch Out" video. Watch Out, yeah. When I was, and yes, I did get that title from Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz' song titled. No, that was just 2 Chainz. That was his song titled Watch Out. I got the title from him, but I was going to make my own version of it. It was off his album titled Collie Grove, I believe so. And what happened was, I remember, if anybody, again, you can go back on the March of Madness album. It's either on the March Madness album or it's still in. I think I deleted the entire Faith in You EP. But it's still on this YouTube channel, regardless whether it's on that or whether it's on the March Madness album. It's on this YouTube channel. You can go back there and listen to it whenever you want to. But what happened was, I actually ended up towards the end of the entire episode, entire song. What I ended up doing is I ended up quoting not word for word quoting the Bible verses, but I ended up, saying that the chapter and other numbers of which the Bible verses were in, and I said 20 of them. And then somebody commented on my YouTube channel a while back telling me, yo, this is, great song to go out to. This is a good song to have on your deathbed and other stuff like that, And thank God for all that. But the biggest point is, towards afterlife and true spirituality and true integrity, the way John Proctor went out was exactly the way he should have went out. The way any of them should have went out, which was preserving the integrity of their name, their legacy, their dynasty, preserving the integrity and all that other stuff of that, rather than lying on a piece of paper saying that you confess to something that you never did, just so you can stay alive in your human fleshly body, so on and so forth, to have it nailed on the church for everybody to know you confess to that, so forth and so forth, And again, y'all can judge that book and that movie whichever way you want to. You can judge my analysis of everything I just said whichever way you want to. But God bless everybody's heart and souls on that book and everything I just said about it. But it's amazing how I even got on that topic, honestly. But yeah, like I said, I got a Taylor Swift reputation to protect, and and then I live for and I die for every day. I preach in pretty much every single song. definitely my Jesus Above All song, which once again the cover of that is my good friend, real friend, best friend, real brother, Mr. Noah Brook. I call him, Pastor Noah Brook, like I said like 4 or 5 times in the song, because he is going to college to be a pastor, and he also told me he wanted to own his own church, and I'm like, bravo, 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 young brother. And again, he definitely. Yeah, he has the style, he has the swagger, he has the edge, he has the charisma, he has it all to do it, and he's very knowledgeable about what he's preaching, what he's spitting. He knows it, he owns it with character, dignity, morals, integrity, so on and so forth. He's got a great future with it, and God bless his R&B heart, and so on and so forth. But again, with reputation, like I said, so forth and so forth. I got that stuff to protect, to defend, to fight for every single day of my life. I love that purpose, and it's just the fact being that with the Higher Morals album, I hope everybody realizes that album is on this channel. Again, if you listen to almost any of my albums, almost any of them and all of them are like gospel albums, definitely. They really are. But that one specifically is titled Higher Morals, the Gospel Album. Higher Morals is like the definition, if not one of the multiple definitions of everything that I try what I can to live up to every single day of my life. Because like I said before, I know realism, I know real spirituality, I know real truth, I know a lot of these things, and it's just me, doing what I can to preach it in that album, preach it in all the music that I promote, and so on and so forth. So that's right there, the real definition of how I live every single day, and I hope everybody continuously learn, build, and grow with that album and everything that it teaches you, and so forth and so forth. Especially the last song titled With the Purpose, so forth and so forth. You hear a lot of good realism in that song as well. And the song called not Youth Revival, it's a song in an album. I haven't released a song yet, but shout out, God bless my real brother Dean, and his sister. They're shouted out in it. Shout out, God bless Chet's Creek Church at Nocatee in Valley Ridge Academy every Sunday, I believe so. I think their services are like 10:30 or starts at 10:30 or 11:30, something like that. Or ends at one of those times. I think I don't know what time it ends, but I know it starts at like 10:30 or 11:30 or something like that. But shout out, God bless Dean and all the work that they do at Chet's Creek Church at Nocatee and Valley Ridge Academy every Sunday, and so on and so forth. But I shouted out him and his sister in that song, and the album is it's still in progress. Half the stuff that I put in there in that album shouldn't be in that album. I just put it in there just to have it in there. But I'm going to eventually edit that playlist even more and put a lot of other music that I spent half my spring break recording in there, and you all are going to totally love it. Again, a lot to the youth, a lot to youth empowerment. I love you all. Another youth empowerment. That's another album I'm going to make. It's called Youth Empowerment. Other than that, another album titled In My Feelings, because every single day I'm in my feelings. I'm just trying to as well get it out to you all the best God-first clean way I totally can. So forth and so forth. But yeah, Youth Revival, that's an album that's still very much in the progress of continuously making. And again, all the music that I recorded over spring break, again, speaks to a lot of stuff within youth, youth empowerment, youth revival, and so on and so forth. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, got 13 minutes into this. Thank you for listening, watching, and subscribing to this channel thus far to hear this analysis, all my music. Again, don't know where we're going to be in the next 5 years, 2 years, but again, by God's grace, it will be beautiful, prosperous, spontaneous, and we will continuously keep making this world a better place with every tweet, every Instagram post, every YouTube video, just whatever we do in our everyday lives to continuously try to, live up to higher morals, honor God, and just, be real and be, spiritual and be spontaneous and creative, and just continuously, help, just own it, just own it. So on and so forth. So take care, y'all. I love you. God bless. Once it's unashamed. God first, God over everything. It's me, your boy, the man, NJ number 2 the city. Again, Snapchat at NJ number 2 the city, all lowercase and capital N, capital J, number 2, capital T, lowercase HE, capital C, lowercase ITY for Twitter, and so forth and so forth. And all lowercase for Instagram as well, even though I barely use Instagram. But if you want to follow me on there too, you can as well. And again, yeah. So again, God bless y'all. More coming soon. Peace.